Hello, and welcome back to the Making Fire podcast. This is a podcast where two longtime besties talk about their favorite TV show, Survivor. This week we are covering episode 4 of Survivor season 50. What an episode, guys. But before we get into that, Riley, I have to ask, how are you?
I feel like we should change the intro to be sometimes favorite TV show.
Yes,
sometimes.
Some weeks are better than others.
Definitely. Most weeks are better than this week. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, not to immediately jump into the episode. I just real quick. No, I'll share my thoughts, then we'll get into it. How am I doing? Doing great. Talk about other reality TV shows like we tend to do on this podcast. RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World Season 3 just ended. Amazing season. Maybe I talked about it on this podcast. Maybe I didn't.
Maybe you did. I think you did.
It wrapped up. I highly suggest. It was such a great season. Amazing looks on the runway, fun challenges, different challenges, amazing cast of queens that really turned it out. Good drama, but not too much drama. Like, it was a perfect mix of everything. Shout out to the queen of the mother-tucking world, Godlin from Thailand. Sorry, I guess I should have spoiled alert that. Me telling y'all to watch it and then I just revealed the winner. It's okay. Godlin ate the season up. Like, it's just so worth it. I'd still watch it even knowing Godlin's a winner. She's like 22, 23.
Whoa.
I know. And she's already won her second season of Drag Race. I think she made it to the end on her first season. Devoured this season up. So good, so funny. One of my favorite underrated queens, Mariah Paris Balenciaga from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 3, All Stars 5. She was back this season. This was her best season of the 3 so far. It was just so good. So good. Loved the final 4. The drama was tasty. It was great. I'd highly recommend it if you're wanting to try International Drag Race. I think that's a good season to sort of dip your toes into. I think like the International All-Stars where there's always like a couple like American queens, like it's a good gateway in. But highly suggest it. If you want to watch current Drag Race, the season 18 I've been really enjoying it. I don't know if I don't think it's terrible. I think some people have been a little like on it, but I've been really liking it. So catch up. The new episode comes out tomorrow night. Oh, you guys won't. It comes out on Fridays. Maddie, how are you doing?
I'm doing so good. This week, I'm going to talk about a book that I just finished. I literally finished it this morning. I'm going to cover up part of it, the cover, because it is a library book, but it is Somewhere Beyond the Sea. It is the second book in the House in the Cerulean Sea series. The third one is currently being written. And this book was just so good. I guess like my number one recommendation would be to obviously read the first book. It is just like the sweetest book of... Basically, the premise is there's this guy, his name is Linus, and he's a social worker for the Department of Children of Magical Youth. And he's going to this orphanage with, some extra special children, one of which being like the Antichrist. His name is Lucy, and he's a 6-year-old. And there's also like all sorts of other characters. And it is just the most heartwarming, sweet book ever.
I love that.
And the first book was just so precious and so good. I absolutely recommend if anyone needs just like a good, sweet kind of fantasy, but it's like fantasy, but it like kind of takes place in the UK and like an alternate universe, I guess.
I feel like the UK is a fantasy / alternate universe. Naturally.
It does feel that way. And then this, I just finished the sequel book, and it was also just like, I didn't think I could love these characters anymore, and somehow I do. Consider my heart just absolutely freaking warmed after this. And like, I wouldn't say it was completely necessary. Like, you could just read the first book and be completely fine. But the second book was so good, and I feel like you just got even more of all the sweet kids' personalities, and Linus and Arthur, the like caretaker at the orphanage, and it's just so sweet and so good. So I just highly recommend everyone check that series out, and there's a good chance you could find it at your local library. I was shocked to find this one, the sequel, in stock, because it only came out like a couple years ago. like maybe 2 years ago. And normally they're books that new are never available unless you're on a multiple month like wait list. So when I saw it there, I scooped it up and I'm so happy about it. So
Are you going to buy the books?
maybe actually like once they all come out and get like a
Right.
cute set of them.
Right.
Because I did read the first one on my Kindle when I was in Mexico, and then I was actually planning on getting this book on the Kindle as well because I wasn't sure because I didn't have the first one. So I was like, I need to read the second one before
Right.
deciding. But now that I know there's a third one that's going to come out, I'm probably just going to like maybe buy them all at that point.
Right.
But yeah, it was so good. So that's my recommendation. Everyone check out your local library as well. I'm just
Love
going
the
to plug that
libraries.
every single time. So let's get into this interesting episode today. Do you have any thoughts off the dome before we get into the nitty gritty?
Okay, my thoughts are, and I hate to say this because I do think that like a 3-2-1 vote is obviously very exciting, especially in a like a tribe setting and not like a merge setting. I think this is it's really cool that it worked out that way, especially as Emily Flippin, financial analyst, really tried to fuck the plan over.
Miss Emily Flippin.
Yes, Queen of Queens. That being a very exciting vote. I like sort of Mike White's downfall. Like, I'm sad it was Mike White, but like the whole sort of arc of it was exciting to me. Fuck Zach Brown.
Oh, completely.
No,
but you
'cause-
know what? More specifically, Jeff Probst for letting that happen.
Oh yeah, because honestly, Zach Brown, like, I get it. Like, if I was
given-
rich, if I was
was
rich
given
and
the
I
space
had a
to
lot
do
of
it.
money, like,
Yeah.
like maybe I'd do the same. But fuck,
If he was really
like,
such a fan of Survivor, he should have known.
so true. I hated that. I hated the whole segment. And again, it's not necessarily like about Zach Brown, but I just like
Why does
hated
Zach Brown
this.
have more screen time than Tiffany?
more screen time than Suri, who got zero
Suri-
confessionals this episode.
Yes.
That's insane. He got like it felt like 20 minutes worth of like I literally
I
you
I
know
knew
that
we were
clip
in for trouble when we got to the challenge that fast. I was like, oh god.
you know that have you seen that gif of someone watching Euphoria and Dominic Fike's character Elliot is doing that scene in the finale of season 2 where has like a whole like 4-minute song and it's a clip of the person watching it skipping the scene. It's just pressing the skip button through the scene.
Yeah.
That's how I felt watching this, except I was watching live, so I was just sitting there like, Jesus Christ, like
And me having to take notes, I'm like, oh awesome, I have to like pay attention to this.
you're better than me. Because honestly, if you had said I didn't take any notes, I would have said great.
Oh, we'll speed through it, trust.
Oh, baby, this episode is about to be the quickest episode you've... Well, somehow my ass is still going to make it an hour and 30-minute episode, but that's how I felt. I felt genuinely like low-key wasted my time. The production is lucky. Christian Hubicki saved the day once again.
Oh my god, absolutely.
Y'all better be lucky that Christian Hubicki was there, because this episode, I literally would have been like, let's just skip the pod this week, no shade.
Yeah, the ratings apparently were like absolutely tanked for this episode, so
Very
who could even blame
unfortunate.
us? Which it's so upsetting because I have absolutely loved episodes 1, 2, and 3. I've been so back. I've been telling everyone get back into Survivor season 50s where it's at. And then they pull out this little number and I'm like, how dare you make me look like a liar?
Right.
So,
Right.
oh, also, off the top, I want to say we were wondering last week if we voted for the swap or not, and we did both vote for it.
I love you doing your research. Maddie, y'all, like, I do nothing for this podcast. Maddie holds it together. Y'all, like, women really continue to save the world. Like, I'm sorry. Like, give her props, give her raise. Like,
And you know what? It was actually crazy because I had to go back and try and figure out at
Which
what episode we
episode?
talked about it. And I had to listen to us talking about season 48 for a bit. And that was
yeah,
painful.
that's unfortunate for you.
So, also, I just wanted to quote, someone commented on Q's TikTok from, he was like posting during the episode. I saw on a commercial break of him being during the challenge. Like, obviously we'll get there, but I just wanted to say this before I forget. He was like, man, would have been nice for them to have Q there during this challenge. Where's the strength? And someone commented and said that they were wearing their Q skirt at half mast right now. That made me laugh so hard.
Q skirts at half mast might need to be the episode title. No shade. No shade.
That was so good. Like also the visuals of that, like imagining your Q skirt like at your knees is so funny.
I love Q referring to himself in the third person.
I just love Q.
Me too.
Yeah, I recently started following him on Instagram because I realized like how funny he is in and out of the game, and I was like, you know what? I don't follow really any people from Survivor, but if I'm gonna follow one person, it's gonna be Q. So.
Would you buy a house from him?
Oh, absolutely. I bet he would get the best deals. I bet he would sell my house for a crazy price. Like
Trees and all?
Yes. It would be trees and city trees. Not the owner's problem. Come to find out. So,
y'all, if your tree is near 6 feet near the curb, maybe you should call your city and see if that, it might be a city tree.
Yes.
It might solve a lot of your problems.
You might girl math make $3,000.
Girl math.
By not having to spend $3,000. So, anyways, let's get into this episode. We open on the Vatu tribe after Q was voted out. And they all agree that, it's a game and they're still a team. But Stephanie is feeling pretty on the outs. But overall, people are feeling pretty good about getting a big threat out of the game early. And they do all acknowledge that they might be in trouble in future challenges, but that's all right. That is a later problem. Not much later.
Yeah, later in about 24 hours, maybe.
Yes, less than.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but Ozzy tells Emily that they may need to think about breaking up Mike and Angelina next. And Ozzy wants to bring Stephanie in on this and gain her trust to get the numbers to vote Angelina out because he wants to be Mike White's number one. And he knows he can't be if Angelina's there.
Ozzy said, so am I going to be a resort worker or am I going to be sort of a traveler on the next season of White Lotus? What do you think, Mike?
Yes.
What do you think works best for me?
He wants that one-on-one time to go over the logistics of season 4. Then we go to C-Lub the next day, and they're having a talent show. Rick Devens juggles. Rizzo does a Mickey Mouse impression that is quite interesting. Camilla seems pretty, into it. But then Jonathan and Charlie have like this whole fake fight, which I did think was pretty entertaining. But in the end, the RIZGOD wins with that Mickey Mouse voice.
No shade. I thought that Jonathan, you'll never hear me uplift Jonathan, but that was the performance of a lifetime. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yes. Like him and Charlie and the fake slaps and like lifting Charlie up. Yeah, I thought
and when they kissed each other, that was weird.
Yeah, on the mouth. And that went on for kind of a long time.
Time. I sort of was like, ooh, don't shove this down my throat. Yeah. And I have gay friends. Like, I'm chill like that, but not
if I wanted to see that, I'd watch Heated Rivalry.
If I wanted to see that, I'd watch RuPaul's Drag Race, okay?
Exactly. And then Charlie gives this whole great losing monologue, but deep down he is still upset about Rizzo's comment about not voting for his number one to win last season.
Y'all, it gets to a point.
And we even get the infamous Liz Wilcox. Can you do your impression of her?
And I'm pissed!
That was actually so perfect. And at this point, I was like, oh, Liz Wilcox reference in season 50. Oh, we're being fed.
Oh, that's literally my thought. I said, oh, we're turning up tonight. Applebee's margaritas on me.
Oh, I wish. Can we go to Applebee's together soon?
I just went the other week, and well, this is awkward.
I'll be home in just a few weeks.
Do you have Applebee's near you? You're in Chili's country.
Well, yes, but we do have an Applebee's in the entire city that I live in, and it is sort of not on the side where I live.
How far away would you say?
Gotta be like 30 minutes.
Damn!
Probably, yeah.
I got like 3 Applebee's in a 20-minute radius from me right now.
Well, I got a Chili's about 15 from me. Less than. Maybe 12.
Would you rather have a Chili's mozzarella stick or would you rather have a chicken strip from Applebee's?
Okay, well, I haven't been able to go and verify that they changed their chicken tenders because my mom told me that they were different last time they went.
I got the boneless wings last time I went, and those are the same. And I would imagine that the boneless wings are the same vibe, and the chicken strips might be the same. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll have to go. I'll have to, maybe when I come home next time, I'll have to do some boots on the ground.
Journalism.
Applebee's investigating, because I don't like the Chili's chicken tender. The chicken crispers, I think is what they call them. But I haven't been to Chili's since you came to visit and we went, but I'm hoping to change that soon. Anyways, at Colo, Genevieve is braiding Coach's beautiful locks, and they're all hanging out, but then they realize that Aubrey is MIA. Where could
that means
she be?
missing in action, people.
Yes, we're big into the abbreviations, so there's gonna be another coming up in a few seconds. It turns out Aubrey is looking for an idol. And then Genevieve calls out for her and is like, "Where are you? Where are you?"
Genevieve is so funny for that. I'm sorry.
And Aubrey is a PO'd. She truly cannot stand Genevieve. She really just says she wants her alone time, but I think that is just she hates Genevieve.
Yeah.
And so that Genevieve knows it's completely obvious that Aubrey was looking for an idol, so she briefly starts poking around, and guys, she finds her second B-Bye.
Girl, that girl be by.
Yes. Yeah. Can you believe that she's found her second one? She even says, sorry, Canadian, in parentheses, I put Canadian
literally
accent.
the most Canadian anybody's ever sounded in this scene. I've been forgetting she's from Canada, and all she had to do was say sorry, and it immediately switched. That was insane. I was like, girl, I can barely understand what you're saying right now.
So she says, sorry, Canadian version, but she is fully keeping it to herself this time. She's not going to tell anyone about this, and she decides to send the B-Bye to the RIZGOD.
Naturally, of course.
Naturally. And I'm so happy she did that. Especially knowing nothing about him. That was a pretty bold move.
No,
Yeah.
weren't they on a tribe together?
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah, I think
But
she said...
they didn't really yes, they got to know each
No, I
other.
think her plan was that she's sending it to him, but he's not going to know it was from her.
Yes.
So then she could blindside him. I think that's what the goal is.
Okay.
So then she can get it back. I think that's what the goal was with her sending it.
Yes. But I think it's still interesting. This is the one player in the game that you've never seen actually play, and you still haven't been to a tribal or anything.
Yes.
So really, you just know silly, goofy Riz God.
Mickey Mouse impression. Mickey Mouse.
You Mickey Mouse. MICKEYMOUSE.
Famously.
So next, let's head over to this challenge. The gist of it is that they have to swim from a platform in the ocean to a structure where they release some buckets. Then back in the water, they remove some sandbags from a submerged boat to get it up the beach. Use the boat to transport some letter blocks through an obstacle rope thing, and then finish by solving an arch word scramble puzzle. The reward for this challenge is that the first tribe to finish, and only the first tribe, gets a never-before-seen reward with, quote, one of, the greatest artists in country music. And...
To who?
To D.
To my mother? Maybe. I could name 5 Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Willie Nelson. Casey Musgraves, just because I'm feeling flirty. The Chicks. Who? Oh, there got to be one more out there. You know what I mean?
All you've been throwing, Tyler Childers.
Sure.
Literally.
Blake. Miranda Lambert.
Sure.
Is she a good one?
I don't know.
One
I
of the
don't know.
Miranda's is bad, I think.
I don't listen to country music. I'm more of a folksy.
Greta Wilson. Who else? Girl, I could keep going. Sugarland? If we're talking about the OG, we're talking the 2000s, baby, put Sugarland on Survivor. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. No, because we just have to talk about it.
No, don't be sorry.
No, wait. We'll wait until the challenge is over, because we'll go in at the proper time.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Sure, I'll wait.
So Jeff gives us a little singing of the chicken fry song, and then
little
Zach
bit of chicken
Brown
fry.
comes out. And that's
A
the
cold
one
beer
song I've
on
ever
a
heard
Friday
from him.
night.
And I know that's like probably just a me thing, but
I think that's his most famous. Like, that's very much, mind you, his band, the Zach Brown band. Where was his band?
Where's the
Also,
band?
I don't think he looked like that when I was growing up, if I'm being honest.
I've never seen him. So, notably, Dee is a huge fan, and then Christian says that he would like some cold beers with this reward. Zach is apparently a huge Survivor fan.
Huge.
Has seen every season. And so this is the reward that he came up with. And he is going to go spearfishing for the tribe. And they can have some food and play some tunes. And this
I thought he used to be fat. I was like, I thought he used to be fat.
Did he?
Yeah. And that's
Well, then he got into
okay.
spearfishing.
And then he got into spearfishing. True.
Oh, and this is going to happen at the sanctuary where...
Good things happen, baby.
Oh. Period. Okay. Just to like speed through this challenge, it's pretty even between Sela and Kala, with Vatu and dead last. And it really comes down to the wire, but Kala wins and Sela is in second. Vatu did not even make it to the puzzle. They got stuck sort of in the rope part pushing the boat. And there were some really just nasty shots of them crawling out from under the rope that I thought were
Like, that was
uncalled for.
unnecessary. And Jeff individually calling each of them out as they, here comes Ozzy. Oh, there's Mike White. Here comes Stephanie. Girl, I don't need the play-by-play.
No.
Can I just say, all I can think about in this challenge is when Tiffany did it on her season with Banu and Jess. And Banu going,
Oh my.
Jess! Jess! No, Jess!
Do you okay? I don't think that Banu should have been on season 50 for like legend reasons, but
Right.
I like, and I love Tiff, but like to traumatize Tiff a little bit, imagine bringing Banu back and immediately putting them on the same tribe. Like
Banu
that
and Q with Tiff is like, that's insane.
that's a nightmare situation.
I could see Banu back if they did. If season 52 is allegedly a new era returnee season, get Banu back on Survivor.
Do you think?
A man who prayed on his hands and knees and
I still have
begged not to get voted out.
I still have that image saved on my phone. It's like a little meme every
It's
once in a while.
perfect.
I agree. I mean, like for the drama, of course, I would love to see it. But that
If you're
would
to
be
do
crazy.
18 new era players, Banu's on that cast.
Yeah.
I think so.
You know what? We should make our new era returnee dream cast.
I feel like we could. Maybe
think
after
so,
the
too.
season's over.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the sanctuary pretty fast. I don't have much on this, but Zach's music is playing on a speaker while they start snacking and wait for the man himself. And then we have a whole segment of
Okay.
Zach talking about how he loves Survivor, and we get to watch him spearfish for way too long.
Okay. Oh, should I say something on a pocket?
Yes, always.
You might have to cut this out.
Okay.
Why are we-
I'll play some music over it if it's too bad.
So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me.
I cannot keep that in, but just know that Riley was just spitting straight facts.
All I'm saying
You know
is
what?
that...
Go subscribe to the
Patreon.
Patreon.
Go to the Patreon. All I'm saying is, again, I don't know Zach Brown. I don't know. More is like his politics that I'd be worried about. I don't know his politics. I don't know who he is as a person. I haven't listened to his music since literally 2008, like 2007. I don't know. 2006, 2007. I don't know. But all I'm saying is that I don't give a fuck about this man. I, as a Survivor watcher, am not watching this show for celebrity appearances. This show is 25 years old. We are 50 seasons in. We have not once ever got a celebrity visit like this, and not in like I have no expectation of it, which means I'm
I don't
honestly not
want
that
it.
excited. Zach Brown isn't even an A-list celebrity.
No.
He's
not
famous
at
for
all.
the band that he's named after him. Like, he's not even famous for being a solo singer. Again, this is not, if you're a Zach Brown fan, like, I'm not trying to shade you or your fandom or whatever. It's more of, I, as a Survivor audience member, mind you, the season is titled In the Hands of the Fans. I did not vote for this.
No.
I don't want it. I didn't vote for it.
No.
Why would I on Survivor, even now if we're comparing stories, okay, he's on Survivor, okay, whatever. Why would I, watching Survivor, the show is about surviving the bare minimum, want to watch a man in a full wetsuit with an electronic spear off of a motorized 2-story boat
Yeah.
getting sharks and fish?
Yeah.
No, baby, if I'm watching Survivor, I want to see Jonathan and Ozzy in the water swimming with the spear. Like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it the right way. I don't want to see him
Also-
catching fish with the 10-foot fucking bazooka gun
The biggest reward or whatever
of all time.
that is just like factually false.
Incorrect.
Like,
I'm sorry. You guys didn't even, you were in the sanctuary and he brought tuna, which I could argue he didn't, well, I guess we saw him kill it. But all I'm saying, baby, they got to sleep on the Great Wall of
That is
fucking
the-
China.
that is the one I was
Motherfucker.
thinking of. Yes.
Sleep on the Great Wall of China. Baby, that will
Yes.
outdo any reward that the new era has ever had a whiff of.
Yeah.
Don't try to gaslight me into thinking Zach Brown is the queen of the fucking ball. What do they call it on Bridgerton? The queen of
The diamond of the season.
The diamond of the season, bitch. Zach Brown ain't the diamond of the fucking season, bro. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn.
No.
I don't care. I actually genuinely don't care. Like, you could have cut that whole 20-minute segment out, baby. Water off a fucking duck's back.
The rewards that stick out to me so much more are watching the castaways go and experience things themselves, like
Yes.
out of the game, and going and having these cool moments. Like, even going back to China, just because we watched it not too long ago, like them having an afternoon on like a yacht and getting to boat
Right.
around China.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
that was stunning. And I love getting to see the players interacting with each other and having fun and getting
Yes.
to
A
experience.
little tipsy.
Yeah, heavy on that. But also, like, getting to experience things with them while I'm, like Suri was at one point in
Right.
time, on my couch. I
Right.
don't care about seeing Zach Brown spearfishing. What if you, like,
No.
took the cast to go on some excursion on a boat? Like,
yes.
why did they have to sit at the sanctuary eating, like,
Well, he got
potato
to go
chips?
fishing. They should have been on that boat while he was
Yes.
fishing.
And had the lunch on the boat.
Yes.
Why were they at the sanctuary? It makes no sense to me.
The pacing
all.
of it was weird. He sang for like 2 different songs for 5 minutes.
Yes.
I don't care. And what really pisses me off is I know there was a drop in viewership. There is no way that Zach Brown's fandom is big enough that people were tuning in just for Survivor 50 just to watch Zach Brown on this episode. There ain't no way, because they don't
No.
give a damn why Aubrey is crying. Why is Aubrey crying, mind you?
And Joe and Coach.
Like, what the
sitting there getting
fuck?
weepy over
Baby,
Zach Brown.
baby, it's not like Beyonce walked on fucking water to come sing Renaissance to you. Talk about country artists that did something for something. Thank you. Like,
yes.
I'm like, and again, like, it's not about, I'm not mad at Zach Brown. I just
I'm
wanna
mad at Jeff
Zach Brown,
for
actually
letting this
get on the
happen.
pod, come on the pod and tell your side of the story. I'm mad at Jeff and I'm mad at Survivor production for thinking that I'd want something out of it.
And
Like,
this is a good idea.
I don't want it, and I don't give a damn, and I don't care. And it actually really upset me because I'm like, I wait all week for these episodes, and you rushed, arguably, an amazing pre-merge move that happened last night. You rushed it.
Completely.
You rushed the after effects of, like, we barely heard at all from Stephanie, who was forcibly on the bottom. I'm sure she had some sort of PTSD moment where she's like, oh my god, I'm getting plow flashbacks. We lost another challenge. I'm on the bottom of this tribe. They're gonna vote me out. She went home pre-merge last season. Like, there's so much engaging content. We barely heard from Rizzo after he got the B-bye. Like,
Yeah.
show me
like
these
2
play-
seconds.
Like, Zach Brown is gonna leave in 20 minutes, and it's not gonna have any lasting impact on this season.
No.
He's not gonna haunt the narrative like fucking Kenzie or Liz or Gabby. Like, it will never happen again. Some of this argument for Mr. Beast is a little different because Mr. Beast arguably does have the fandom that will tune into Survivor just to watch him. And we'll get there down the line. But Zach
and I'll have
Brown,
my thoughts when that
and
happens.
I'm sure I
trust.
will. I'm sure I will.
I'm a huge fan of Billie Eilish, and I don't even like this whole Be-Bye stuff. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't mind the mechanics of it, but I don't like the celebrity involvement.
It's the celebrity involvement. And when the Be-Bye happened at first, I was like, okay, if this is sort of what the thing is, I'm like, okay, just slap it on some names so they can get some funding, whatever. But, like...
Taking up so much time.
So, it was the time commitment to Zach Brown. I was like, oh my god, like... Gag me with a fucking DeLorean. Like, literally, like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's like... sorry, we're done. I'll wrap
No,
that.
that's good. And we're going to move on, because... Yeah. Over at Sela, they are bummed to have lost and come in second, but Dee is taking it really hard, which is disappointing, but at least I don't have to go to tribal. And then, yeah, we have the maybe minute moment of Rizzo going to have a little wardrobe change, and he finds the Be-Bye in his bag. And that's that. That's all we hear from him.
Right. No, of course.
Then let's go over to Vatu. It seems like people aren't too upset about losing because Emily and others are ready to get Angelina out of here. Ozzy pitches Angelina to Mike and Christian, though, and Mike is like, okay, but why would we do that? She's not a threat to win. It makes no sense to get her out. And Ozzy's just like, well, that's what I'm feeling, so take that as you will. I'm going to go head out and spearfish for us now. Then Mike kicks it into Operation Save Angelina. So he first talks to Stephanie and is like, Emily is so much more of a threat. We need to get her out now, not Angelina. And Stephanie seems fine with this because she's in the bottom. It really does not matter what she thinks. Then Mike, Angelina, and Christian are on the beach. And Mike tells Angelina that the plan is for her tonight. But really, they should go for Emily. Christian is not effing with this, though. But he also doesn't necessarily want Angelina out, so he feels like he's in a tough spot of, like, what do I do here?
I really thought he was going to turn this on Stephanie. Like, Mike White was not where I was thinking he was going to go.
No, not at all. It seems really interesting, like, targeting Emily like that. Like, it feels a very aggressive move, which, like, I'm obsessed with. But I don't obviously think this was the right time for him to be doing all that. So then Mike continues pitching Emily to Christian, but Christian just cannot commit to it because he is in an alliance with Emily. So Mike leans into some manipulation and persuasion and decides that, he's going to go for the emotional jugular on this one and bring up the Gabby situation from David versus Goliath. And this is tough.
I will say, though, it was kind of cunty. I will say,
he ate with it.
Mike White knows how to... Obviously, he's a... Oscar, what is it? I mean, he's an Emmy Award-winning writer and director. He knows how to put a story together, which I think is a severely underrated, he that pulls on the emotions. He knows exactly what he's doing.
He knows how to bring the emotions out of the audience and
Yes. I saw a tweet today that was like, Mike White is one of the best social strategists this game has ever seen. And ultimately his one downfall in this game is Angelina. Like, both times, Angelina is his Achilles heel.
Yes.
Which is I mean, like, Mike White doesn't need the money, no shade. But he
likes playing the game.
He likes playing the game, which I can
respect.
It is, because I genuinely think, like, he had good moments. The first 4 episodes, like, I feel like he had good moments. Sorry, not to jump all the way to him getting booted. But this scene, this concoction of scenes, the story that's being formed, like, yeah, Mike is vicious. Like, he's like, he gets nasty with it. Nasty.
Yes, and this comment really brings up a lot of emotions for Christian. reminding him of Gabby, you know, his closest ally, trying to vote him out. And he gets emotional, which is really like,
Not something Christian does.
no, and once again, we are seeing like this baggage that people are bringing into this season, and Mike did like such a brilliant job of like uncovering this. Like, Christian isn't someone who I thought would do, you know, he's not like Charlie coming in with his Maria baggage or like any of that. So, I mean, like, good on Mike White for like being able to dig deep like that, I guess, but this does ultimately make Christian completely flip on Mike and want him out, because he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was crazy of him. Like, to be able to do that, like, so flawlessly. Like, he is so cutthroat and strategic. Like, he was reminded of that all over again. Of like, I don't know that I want to play with that.
Christian and Gabby, I just want to say they watched this episode live at a watch party last night. Like, isn't that so... because I love them. I love Gabby. Damn, yeah, and to watch the Mike White of it all, like, for Christian to turn the switch like that, like, yeah.
Yes. So Christian then gets to work on getting Mike out and planning this 3-2-1 vote. Christian knows that they have to leave Ozzy out of this vote since he is in love with Mike, and to let Mike and Angelina vote for Emily.
Christian says that Christian says Ozzy's obviously vying for the next spot on the White Lotus, so that's a no-go. So Emily.
Okay,
because I get where she's coming from, you guys. Like, I not to consistently defend Emily Flippin. I get it. I get what she was trying to do.
Yeah.
It just, baby, you don't have the movement.
No. No, she doesn't. Like, she does have almost diarrhea of the mouth, and it's a problem her doing it in front of specifically Christian.
Yeah, like, I was like, this group, like, why would you do it like this?
Zero subtlety.
Right.
Like, and it also, it's the second she sees him again after she's just had this conversation.
Right.
It's like, did he not explicitly tell you not to do that? Yeah. Like, I feel like we should be listening to him a little bit after the whole idol situation that you've already spilled the beans on.
Yeah, and if I was her, like, understand maybe not having trust in Stephanie. If I was Stephanie and Emily did all, like, I would have jumped ship, no shade. Like, Stephanie, I'm like, if I'm Stephanie, I'm like, oh, Emily just broke the one rule we told her not to break. I can't trust this is happening.
Like, putting your faith and your game into this, like, completely chaotic, messy player when, yes, the others are dangerous, but, like, that is risky to go along with this. But, yeah, so in front of Christian, Emily does exactly what Christian just said, hey, please don't do. And she says, hey. Ozzy, you're never gonna believe this. Mike is trying to flip it on me. And Christian is just like freaking out, standing behind Ozzy, like, zip it, stop talking. And it, like, I would feel like I was going insane if I was Christian dealing with this.
This is not basically 2 cycles in a row where Emily's fucked him over, or almost basically fucked him over.
Yes.
I mean, they've been able to recover both times, which is great, but Emily, my love, you only have so many opportunities.
Ice. Yes. So once again, Christian is feeling like he can't trust Emily, and that, you know, maybe it wouldn't be so bad to see her go, because how can he play with someone like this as one of his closest allies when he can't trust that the things he says to her aren't going to immediately get back to everyone else? Literally immediately. No hesitation. So, yeah. He also, like, Mike is a dangerous player, but he is also not wrong about Emily needing to go. So it's really stressful.
What did Mike say? He said something about Emily being like something of the Ren Fair. You know what do you remember him saying that quote?
Yes.
I forgot what it was. I wonder if I can find it.
Mike has so many good lines that it's hard to keep track of them all. Finally, we go to Tribal Council, and they are all feeling pretty depleted at this point. Some people in this group have been losing this entire time. Do you have the quote?
Yeah, Mike White called financial analyst Emily Flippin a, quote, cougar in the shape of a Ren Fair girl.
the read.
That is like, that's like his mind. Like,
How do you even think of that?
how do you possibly?
And that's
A cougar in the shape of a Ren Fair girl. That's a read, babe. That's the read of the century.
And like, I obviously love White Lotus and getting to see like his visions come to life through that. But hearing it directly from the horse's mouth
I
is just like
know.
something else. He is just, I don't know. I don't even have words.
We're all cougars in the shape of a Ren Fair girl at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, yes. So Emily starts hyping up Ozzy at some point. She is just obsessed with this guy, like completely and utterly, saying that he is so humble and amazing and he just provides so well for them, all that fish. Then they talk about gut instincts versus what your brain is telling you to, and what it means when it comes to who you're going to vote for, and also how pre-existing relationships and new dynamics play into things.
I feel like I get where Emily's coming from. I feel like if you're gonna try to get an old school player on your side to like get to like know you, I feel like Ozzy's the one to go for, because I feel like he really has
Yeah.
an in with a lot of different people.
Yes.
And he's not as threatening as someone like Suri, who also has ends with a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I get where
Totally.
Emily's coming from, trying to like, that's a big gap that she could fill if she has Ozzy on her side, but
Sometimes it feels like she's landed on a little thick.
right.
Yeah, and then they talk about Survivor and their professions outside of the game and how they navigate things in the game using all of their skills and everything. And Mike White does talk a lot about, you know, him and his accolades, which is really fun.
Right.
I love that he just owns it. He's like, this is just who I am.
He said, "This is me.
this is
Look out, 'cause here I come.
And I think that song was actually about Mike White on Survivor.
This is me." If you're ever having a bad day, look up compilations of drag queens lip syncing to that song. It's crazy.
Perfect. So then during Tribal, Emily blurts that she is having a sinking feeling about tonight, and the vibes are off, and after a few conversations with people, she feels like she heard things that could lead to her torch being snuffed tonight. And Angelina's like, huh? Who did you hear that from? What are you talking about? And I feel like Christian is just internally screaming, like, shut up. You cannot be saying all this right now.
Right.
Like, what are you even trying to gain from this?
I think she's trying to I don't know. Maybe she was trying to like subtly get Ozzy to be like, oh, people have been saying Emily's name. But girl, Ozzy's clueless. You have to be direct, babe. You can't speak through lines. Maybe that's
No.
Ozzy. Ozzy was out this Tribal, not Oscar.
Oscar, no. And
Oscar
Ozzy knows
was not
that
present.
Ozzy knows that he is not, famous for social strategy. Like,
Right.
that's not really his forte. So,
Right.
yeah, we got to be direct with Oscar. And they get to the votes. And in the end, Mike White is out of there. And
In a
Ozzy,
3-1 vote, mind you.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oscar is PO'd, by the way.
P.O.'d.
This is going to come back, I think, in a big way.
Emily, you might have lost your chance, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which really sucks, because now you're on the bottom with Oscar, and Christian inherently is a little wary about you.
Oh, I feel like the second Christian gets back with, Devins and starts working with some other people.
With Sari!
Sari, I feel like things might not be looking great for financial analyst Emily Flippin, but we'll see. And that wraps up this episode. I feel like so much of it was
I know, it's
not
unfortunate.
Survivor related at all, really. So
No, and this is a Survivor podcast, so that sort of just like wraps up what we have to talk about.
it does.
Yeah, it sucks. I wish we got more depth. I'd love to be able to hear from people we never hear from. I'd love, like, especially as we're losing more people, I'm like, just start giving me like confessionals, Let me hear from Camilla. Camilla!
I'm hoping that things turn around, though, next week, when I think I might have heard that there's going to be 2 eliminations, two tribal councils.
Yes.
So I'm hoping that, you know what? I'm hoping that this was the low point for the season. I'm hoping that Mr. Beast doesn't like top this somehow, and that it's only up from here.
Right. That 2 tribes going to tribal, that could get really spicy.
Yes, there's going to be a lot to talk about, I'm sure.
One of my favorite Australian Survivor twists is the host at the time was like, 2 tribes are going to tribal tonight, to vote someone out. But then his language is very specific, and in reality, 2 tribes did go to tribal, but they went to the same tribal, and they each
vote
voted to vote one person out.
Yeah.
Which I don't think will happen tomorrow. I think they're going to vote 2 people out.
They, numbers-wise, need to start
need to.
knocking some people off.
Yeah. But it could be a fun twist. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, do you have, like, anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think I hit most of my points.
Yeah. Okay.
This is me.
Well, you know what? We have so many just longer episodes that we've done in the past recently, so
sorry, y'all.
consider this a little break in that.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, because next week I'm doing the notes.
Yeah. I know. I don't remember the last time we had an under an hour episode, so.
There's been a lot going on in the reality TV space as of recent.
There has. So, also, you know what? People can't be too upset because technically, like, we didn't miss a week, but the episode came out later, so there are going to be 2 episodes in 1 week this week. So.
This week on the, Spotify.
Oh, yes.
This week on the Spotify, go ahead and tell us if you've ever heard of Zach Brown. On Spotify?
Sure.
Have you ever heard of Zach Brown Band? Yes or no? And then on YouTube, go ahead and comment your thoughts on Mormonism. No. Comment about, I don't know, what recent reality TV drama are you obsessed with? I feel like that's just a fun little through line. I started talking about reality TV. Maddie and I had an off-screen conversation about The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
It's just sort of something that I've been thinking about a lot recently.
Yeah, and I just want to say, go watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Let's just, I don't know.
Yeah, baby, we need to draw a line.
Yeah. If you like that, like, get into the Bravoverse is just all I'm saying. Oh, I have to ask you, are you, like, gonna be ready soon to start Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yeah, I told you to tell me when you wanted to start it, and I watched it with you.
I'm only about a season away, so, and I'm probably
We'll
gonna
have to
watch
get
a good bit this weekend, so.
We'll
Coming
get
soon.
there.
Yeah, maybe we'll start having thoughts on that. Anyways, okay, well, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Making Fire podcast. In the meantime, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Making Fire Pod. Check us out on Spotify. Vote in that poll. Rate us 5 stars. 5 stars only. Otherwise, just please don't. And we will catch you next week for hopefully an exciting episode of Survivor Season 50.
Do we want to predict who we think is going to go home next week?
Oh my god. Oof.
2 people. Okay, maybe 1 from each tribe. Because we don't know who's going to tribal.
Yeah.
I think that on the pink tribe that just went, if they lose again, I think that Angelina is going to go home. Oh, no, because Christian might want Angelina. Maybe, like, I don't think it's going to be, it might be Emily.
I think it could be Emily or Steph.
I know, but Steph, like, because Steph was in on The Blind Side. Ozzy's maybe it'll be Ozzy. Maybe everybody will be so pissed off at Ozzy that they're just like, we have to get rid of him.
I don't know.
My guess is going to be Ozzy. My process of elimination.
Okay.
I don't even know who's on the other tribes.
I think.
Ooh, I feel like
who do we think
Aubrey has an idol.
I was gonna say what.
Do they vote out Genevieve?
I saw someone say that production's worst nightmare could come true if Genevieve gets voted out, and she would have been like integral in 2 B-Buys.
Like, can you imagine if they weren't B-Buys and Genevieve had 2 idols in her pocket right now?
Yeah, like that's nightmare scenario.
Guys, I don't have any storage on my phone, so I can't even look at my notes to look on who's on what tribe. I'm gonna say Genevieve might. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna put that out there. No. I don't even know. I can't do the other two. I don't know who's on these other
I'm gonna
tribes.
say Joe because I
Yes!
want him out.
Joe.
And
I feel like Sari or Devins could be in trouble on the other tribe because they're the two
I-
on the outs on their tribe.
I think Suri could be in big trouble.
Oh yeah, because Dee and Jonathan are like.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have Jonathan and Camilla on that tribe, so maybe I feel like the chances of them going to tribal is not very high.
Yeah.
You're at the muscle and the puzzle.
Yeah. Hey, but they
Yeah.
didn't come in first in the challenge this week.
That's true.
I feel like Camilla could be dangerous. I feel like I don't know enough about their like alliances
Dynamic.
on that tribe
Yeah,
to like make
for
an
sure.
educated guess. So, but I would love to see Jonathan go. But I don't think they'll do that until later because there's really no point. Anyways, all right. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I can't wait to see how this turns out. Wait, smooches.